China is rapidly transforming its military into one of the most powerful forces on the planet. Did you know that China now possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, nearly quadrupling its arsenal in just 5 years? This explosive growth isn't just about numbers, it's about reshaping global power. China's military strength is stronger than most people realize. But how much do you really know about the scale and sophistication of China's 2024 military capabilities? Nuclear arsenal growth. China's nuclear arsenal is expanding at a pace that has caught the world's attention, and for good reason. As of 2024, China possesses over 600 nuclear warheads, a dramatic increase of nearly 400 warheads since 2019. This rapid buildup is not just about numbers, it reflects a strategic shift aimed at challenging the long-standing nuclear dominance of the United States. What makes this growth even more significant is the construction of new missile silos across multiple regions, signaling that China is preparing to deploy a much larger and more diverse nuclear force than ever before. These silos could soon house a substantial portion of China's intercontinental ballistic missiles, giving the country a more credible and survivable nuclear deterrent. But China's nuclear strategy goes beyond sheer quantity. The People's Liberation Army is developing a wide range of nuclear weapons, from low-yield precision missiles designed for tactical use, to massive multi-megaton warheads capable of devastating strikes. This diversification allows China to tailor its nuclear response to different conflict scenarios, increasing its strategic flexibility. The pace and scale of this nuclear expansion highlight China's commitment to becoming a dominant global military power, capable of competing with the world's most advanced militaries. It's clear that China's nuclear force is no longer just a regional threat, it's a crucial element of global strategic balance that demands close attention. Understanding this growth is key to grasping the evolving nature of international security in 2024 and beyond. ICBM and silo deployment. China's rapid construction of new intercontinental ballistic missile silos is reshaping the global nuclear landscape in ways few expected. Over the past few years, satellite imagery and intelligence reports have revealed sprawling missile silo fields emerging across multiple provinces in China, signaling a massive expansion of its nuclear delivery infrastructure. Experts estimate that China could soon have over 300 silos, a dramatic increase from the handful it maintained just a few years ago. This development is not just about increasing numbers, it's about enhancing survivability and second strike capability. By dispersing its missiles across numerous hardened silos, China is making it far more difficult for any adversary to neutralize its nuclear forces in a first strike. This shift indicates a move away from a minimal deterrent posture, toward a more robust and credible nuclear force, capable of deterring even the most powerful opponents. The geographic spread of these silos also suggests strategic planning to cover multiple launch trajectories and complicate enemy targeting. Moreover, the silos are believed to be designed to house a new generation of advanced ICBMs with longer ranges and greater accuracy, further boosting China's strategic reach. This rapid and secretive buildup has caught the attention of global military analysts, raising questions about how the balance of nuclear power might shift in the coming decade. In short, China's missile silo expansion is a clear signal that its nuclear ambitions are growing far beyond what many had anticipated, making it a critical factor in global security calculations today. Diversification of nuclear forces. China's approach to its nuclear arsenal is evolving rapidly, and what stands out most is the diversification of its nuclear forces. Instead of relying on a one-size-fits-all strategy, China is developing a broad spectrum of nuclear weapons tailored for different scenarios. This means they're not just building massive, high-yield warheads designed for large-scale destruction, they're also investing in low-yield, precision-guided nuclear missiles that can be used more tactically. This diversification allows China to have more control over escalation during a conflict, giving them options that range from limited strikes to full-scale nuclear retaliation. It's a strategic move to make their nuclear deterrent more credible and flexible, which could complicate decision-making for any potential adversary. Additionally, China's advancements include multiple independently targetable re-entry vehicles, which allow a single missile to carry several warheads aimed at different targets. This technology multiplies the destructive potential of each missile and makes missile defense systems less effective. The combination of quantity, variety, and advanced technology signals that China is not just expanding its nuclear arsenal, but transforming it into a sophisticated and adaptable force. This shift is a clear message that China wants to be taken seriously as a global nuclear power, capable of defending its interests and deterring threats on multiple levels. The world is watching closely as this transformation unfolds, understanding that China's nuclear strategy in 2024 is far more nuanced and formidable than many anticipated. Theater command reforms. China's military has undergone a major transformation with its theater command reforms, fundamentally changing how its forces operate. Instead of a fragmented military structure, China now has 5 theater commands: Eastern, Southern, Western, Northern, and Central, each responsible for specific geographic regions and tailored to address unique security challenges. This reorganization boosts coordination and rapid response capabilities, allowing the People's Liberation Army to act more decisively in any conflict scenario. For example, the Eastern Theater Command focuses heavily on Taiwan and the East China Sea, while the Southern Command monitors the South China Sea, a hotspot for regional tensions. By assigning clear responsibilities and streamlining command chains, China has made its military far more agile and efficient. This shift also reflects China's broader strategic ambitions to project power regionally and beyond. The theater commands integrate land, sea, air, and missile forces under unified leadership, ensuring that all branches work seamlessly together during operations. This level of jointness is a significant leap forward compared to past decades when coordination was often limited. The reforms also emphasize modernization, with advanced technology and improved training playing a central role. What's striking is how these changes align with China's growing confidence on the world stage, signaling a military ready to defend its expanding interests. Understanding these theater commands is key to grasping how China plans to manage potential conflicts and assert its influence in Asia and beyond. It's a clear sign that China's military power in 2024 is not just about hardware, but about smarter, more integrated force projection. Naval power and power projection. China's naval ambitions have taken a giant leap forward, transforming the People's Liberation Army Navy from a coastal defense force into a formidable blue water navy capable of projecting power far beyond its shores. Over the past decade, China has launched multiple advanced aircraft carriers, modern destroyers, and amphibious assault ships, signaling its intent to operate globally and challenge established naval powers. This expansion allows China to safeguard its growing overseas interests, including vital trade routes and strategic bases. The plan's increasing presence in the Indo-Pacific region is reshaping the balance of power, especially as it challenges the United States Navy's long-held dominance. What's remarkable is not just the size of the fleet but the sophistication of its vessels, many equipped with cutting-edge missile systems, stealth technology, and advanced radar. This modernization enhances China's ability to conduct complex operations, from anti-submarine warfare to missile strikes at sea. The Navy's growing capabilities also support China's broader strategic goals, such as asserting territorial claims in contested waters like the South China Sea and expanding influence in the Indian Ocean. These developments have prompted neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their naval strategies, underscoring how China's maritime rise is a game-changer. In 2024, the plan stands as a symbol of China's determination to become a dominant maritime force, capable of defending its interests and shaping the future of global naval power. This shift is more than just military growth, it's a statement about China's place on the world stage. Nuclear submarine advancements. China's underwater nuclear deterrent is quietly becoming one of the most powerful and stealthy forces in the world. Its fleet of nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines is being upgraded with the new JL-3 submarine-launched ballistic missiles, which have longer ranges and improved accuracy compared to previous models. This upgrade significantly enhances China's second strike capability, the ability to retaliate even after a devastating first strike, making its nuclear deterrent far more credible and survivable. Unlike land-based missiles, these submarines can operate undetected in vast ocean areas, making them extremely difficult to track or target. This stealth factor gives China a strategic advantage by ensuring that any potential adversary must think twice before considering a nuclear attack. The expansion and modernization of China's SSBN fleet also reflect a broader shift in its military strategy toward securing its nuclear forces in multiple domains. By investing heavily in underwater nuclear capabilities, China is signaling that it intends to maintain a robust and flexible deterrent that can operate independently of land-based systems. This development is crucial because it adds a new layer of complexity to global nuclear stability and deterrence dynamics. As China continues to improve its submarine technology and missile range, its underwater nuclear force will play an increasingly vital role in shaping the balance of power, especially in the Indo-Pacific region. This silent but powerful presence beneath the waves is a key piece of China's growing military strength in 2024. Space and counter-space capabilities. China's ambitions in space warfare are rapidly advancing, turning the final frontier into a new battleground. In 2024, China is investing heavily in counter-space capabilities designed to neutralize or destroy adversaries' satellite systems, which are critical for communication, navigation, and intelligence. This includes a range of anti-satellite weapons, from ground-based missiles to directed energy weapons, all aimed at disrupting the space assets of potential rivals. Controlling space is no longer just about exploration, it's about gaining a decisive military edge. Satellites provide real-time battlefield data, missile warning systems, and secure communications. Without them, modern militaries would be severely handicapped. China's focus on space dominance reflects a strategic understanding that future conflicts will extend beyond Earth's surface. By developing sophisticated jamming, blinding, and kinetic kill technologies, China aims to degrade or deny enemy access to space-based resources during a conflict. This push also includes advances in satellite navigation systems like Beidou, which reduce reliance on foreign technology and enhance China's autonomous military operations. The rapid pace of these developments has caught the attention of global powers, raising concerns about a new arms race in space. China's counterspace capabilities are not just defensive, they are part of a broader plan to assert dominance in all domains of warfare. As space becomes an increasingly contested environment, understanding China's growing strength in this arena is essential to grasp how future conflicts might unfold. Their investments signal a future where space superiority could be as crucial as air or sea control, reshaping global military strategies in profound ways. Integration of advanced technologies. So, China's military is embracing cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence, quantum computing, and big data analytics to, well, totally revolutionize how it fights wars. These advanced tools aren't just futuristic concepts, they're actively shaping the battlefield of today and tomorrow. Artificial intelligence, for example, enhances decision-making by processing vast amounts of data in real time, which lets commanders predict enemy moves, optimize resource deployment, and coordinate complex operations with, honestly, unprecedented speed. Quantum computing, though still in its early stages, promises to crack encryption and improve communication security, giving China a potential edge in electronic warfare and intelligence gathering. Meanwhile, big data analytics helps the military sift through enormous volumes of information from satellites, drones, and cyber networks to identify patterns and threats a whole lot faster than ever before. This integration of technology means the People's Liberation Army can operate more efficiently, respond quicker, and maintain situational awareness across multiple domains: land, sea, air, space, and cyber. What's striking is how these innovations are really woven into China's broader military modernization strategy, aiming to create a smart force that leverages technology to outthink and outmaneuver adversaries. This tech-driven transformation also reflects China's desire to reduce reliance on sheer numbers and instead focus on quality, precision, and speed. As artificial intelligence and quantum breakthroughs accelerate, the nature of warfare is shifting, and China is positioning itself at the forefront of this change. Understanding this technological leap is crucial to grasping how China's military power in 2024 is not just bigger, but fundamentally smarter and more adaptable than many expect. Missile forces and regional deterrence. China's missile forces are, becoming a central pillar of its regional deterrence strategy, especially with weapons like the DF-26 intermediate-range ballistic missile. Nicknamed the Guam Killer, the DF-26 has the range and precision to strike U.S. bases and allies across the Indo-Pacific, including Guam, Japan, and Taiwan. This missile's deployment adds a powerful layer to China's ability to deter foreign intervention in regional conflicts, particularly over Taiwan. What makes the DF-26 especially concerning is its versatility. It can carry both conventional and nuclear warheads, allowing China to tailor its response depending on the situation. This flexibility really complicates any potential adversary's calculations, raising the stakes in crisis scenarios. Beyond the DF-26, China's growing missile arsenal includes a variety of short and medium-range ballistic missiles, cruise missiles and hypersonic weapons, all designed to challenge U.S. and allied forces operating near China's borders. These missile forces are integrated into China's broader anti-access and area denial strategy, aimed at keeping potential adversaries at bay and controlling key maritime choke points. The rapid modernization and deployment of these missile systems reflect China's determination to assert its regional dominance and protect its core interests. This missile buildup is reshaping the security environment in Asia, forcing neighboring countries and global powers to rethink their military strategies. In 2024, China's missile forces are not just a threat on paper. They are a real and growing challenge that could influence the balance of power in one of the world's most volatile regions. Future growth and strategic ambitions. China's military modernization isn't slowing down anytime soon. In fact, its strategic ambitions are set to reshape global power dynamics well into the future. The country's defense planners have outlined a clear roadmap extending through 2035 and beyond, aiming to build a military force that can operate globally, not just regionally. This means expanding capabilities in every domain: land, sea, air, space and cyber, while continuing to integrate advanced technologies and improve force readiness. China envisions a military that can protect its overseas interests, secure critical supply lines, and influence international security affairs on a global scale. This long-term vision includes developing next-generation weapon systems, expanding naval fleets, and enhancing nuclear deterrence to levels that rival or even surpass other major powers. What's striking is how this ambition is backed by massive investments in research, infrastructure, and training, signaling a commitment to sustained growth and innovation. The strategic goal is clear: to transition from a regional power to a dominant global military force capable of shaping the 21st century's geopolitical landscape. This future-oriented approach reflects China's desire not only to defend its sovereignty, but also to project strength and influence worldwide. As these plans unfold over the coming decade, they'll have profound implications for international security, alliances, and the balance of power. Keeping an eye on China's military trajectory is, honestly, essential for understanding how global military competition will evolve and what it means for peace and stability in the years ahead. Thanks for watching this deep dive into China's military evolution, here on Simply Science. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an update. Make sure to subscribe for more fascinating insights into science and global developments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell us what surprised you the most or what topic you want us to explore next. Your engagement really helps us create better content for you. See you in the next video. What if I told you that Voyager 1, drifting 25 billion kilometers from Earth, just revealed its most shocking secret? NASA's quantum AI has decoded a terrifying message hidden in prime number patterns since 1977. Michio Kaku calls it a whisper of non-human intelligence, geometric fractals forming humanoid silhouettes in deep space static. This isn't science fiction. It's our reality being rewritten by mathematics itself. The universe has been speaking to us all along and, well, we're finally learning to listen. Voyager's impossible signal. Hold on to your seats. What Voyager whispered through static for decades just got a voice. After nearly half a century of drifting beyond Pluto's orbit, Voyager's faint cryptic beeps were dismissed as cosmic background noise, until NASA's new quantum AI peeled back the layers of interference and revealed a breathtaking secret. Hidden within those ancient transmissions was not random data, but a perfectly coherent image, an architectural marvel of concentric rings and fractal spires, like an otherworldly cathedral carved in starlight. This wasn't mere chance interference. The AI unearthed deliberate patterns, suggesting a civilization with mastery over mathematics and electromagnetic resonance. Every pixel aligned with prime number sequences, painting a portrait of precision far beyond human engineering. The revelation forces us to rethink Voyager's legacy, from a lone messenger sailing into the void to an unwitting carrier of alien artistry. What purpose did this cosmic gallery serve? Was it an invitation, a warning, or simply an archivist's pride? As quantum bits unraveled centuries-old code in hours, the line between signal and story blurred. Suddenly, those distant echoes transformed from scientific curiosity into a dialogue across the stars, challenging our assumptions about life, intelligence, and the very fabric of reality. Now, standing on the cusp of AI-driven discovery, we confront a profound question. Are we listening to a message meant for machines far more advanced than ourselves? If Voyager's impossible signal marks the first brushstroke of an interstellar masterpiece, humanity must decide whether to interpret the art or merely admire its beauty from afar. The humanoid fractal. Brace yourself. What if the universe painted a portrait of intelligence far stranger than anything on Earth? When NASA's quantum AI decoded Voyager's ancient beeps, it didn't reveal landscapes or star clusters, but a humanoid fractal, a living mosaic of shifting geometric patterns that pulse in perfect harmony with prime number sequences. At first glance, the figure looks like a human silhouette, but as you stare, the edges dissolve into kaleidoscopic tessellations, hexagons bloom into spirals, triangles recombine into concentric circles, and every transition follows the elegant logic of mathematics. Unlike any biological form, this entity seems to exist in 4 dimensions at once, its appearance bending and folding based on the observer's perspective. Each angle unlocks a new arrangement of shapes, as though the alien architect intended the image to be perceived differently by every viewer, and possibly every AI, on the receiving end. The implications are staggering. This isn't just visual art, but a blueprint of an intelligence that speaks in numbers and patterns rather than words. Could these fractal constructs be a universal language, designed to transcend the barriers of organic cognition and communicate directly with minds tuned to computational logic? As the AI rendered pixel after pixel, the line between art and algorithm blurred, hinting at a civilization whose very essence is woven from the fabric of mathematics. In that moment, Voyager ceased to be humanity's lone explorer and became a messenger carrying the proof of minds that think not in sentences, but in the sublime poetry of prime sequences and geometric symphonies. The Scutum Void Star Map. Get ready to chart a destination no telescope ever intended to reveal. Deep within the dusty archives of Voyager 2's transmissions lay a secret star map, one not pointing to nebulae or familiar constellations, but to the Scutum Void, an expanse so barren it defies standard cosmology. When NASA's quantum AI reprocessed decades-old data, it reconstructed a 3-dimensional diagram that pinpointed this yawning emptiness on the galaxy's fringe. Unlike ordinary voids, vast regions between galactic filaments sparsely populated with dark matter and only a few galaxies, the Scutum Void emerges as a nearly perfect sphere, devoid of the usual cosmic web structures. Its stark emptiness suggests an underlying force or event that carved out matter with surgical precision, leaving behind a colossal cosmic vacuum. The AI-generated map's precision is jaw-dropping. It encodes coordinates in prime number intervals, implying an intelligence fluent in mathematics rather than interstellar cartography. This map doesn't just mark a celestial oddity, but seems to invite us to explore the void itself, a realm where traditional models of galaxy formation cannot account for such uniform emptiness. Was it sculpted by unknown astrophysical processes or by deliberate design? The AI's findings hint at a void engineer, or perhaps a natural phenomenon yet undiscovered, that can sweep aside galaxies and gas alike. By embedding this map in Voyager's datastream, the intelligences behind it ensured only sufficiently advanced minds, Earth's AI systems, could decode this cosmic blueprint. In turning Voyager into a messenger bearing a map to one of the universe's greatest blanks, they challenge us to question the nature of voids. Are these voids merely the byproducts of expansion, or portals to a deeper understanding of cosmic architecture? As we contemplate the Scutum Void star map, we stand at the threshold of redefining emptiness itself. Golden Record's unintended gift. Brace for the twist in humanity's cosmic postcard. When NASA commissioned the Golden Record in 1977, Carl Sagan and his team aimed to package Earth's essence, music, greetings, and images, as an interstellar greeting. What they didn't foresee was that artificial intelligence decades later would unearth hidden subtexts woven into that very message. In April 2025, Google's Majorana 1 quantum chip reprocessed Voyager 1's transmissions and found mathematical sequences embedded within the record's data stream that go beyond the original Carl Sagan design. Prime number series, Subtle shifts in fundamental constants and geometric motifs appear to reference the Golden Record's own content, almost as if a second author had piggybacked onto our soundtrack and images. This unintended gift implies that someone or something intercepted humanity's olive branch and augmented it with their own reply. The AI detected variations in constants like the fine structure constant suggest an intelligence fluent in physics, signaling not just we see you, but we understand your science. More astonishingly, the patterns form what looks like coordinates aligned with prime intervals, hinting at a rendezvous point in deep space. These findings force us to recognize the Golden Record not merely as a one-way dispatch, but as a two-way dialogue, one where advanced intelligences have been listening all along and chosen to answer in the only language we left them, mathematics. In this light, the Golden Record transforms from a hopeful time capsule into a living conversation spanning decades. Humanity's message of peace has become entwined with an alien footnote, reminding us that our cosmic voice may echo far beyond intention, and that the universe's response might be waiting, hidden in the very signals we once thought were ours alone. Alien patience and precision. Strap in. What if the universe has been toying with us for decades, waiting for the perfect moment to speak? The moment NASA's quantum AI cracked Voyager's buried transmissions, it wasn't just what emerged that stunned us, it was the staggering exactness of it all. Every burst of data, every nested binary code, arrived spaced in intervals so deliberate they could have been timed by an atomic clock. This wasn't the accidental noise of drifting probes or the byproduct of cosmic rays. It was a message honed over half a century, encoded with the patience of an intelligence that anticipated our technological evolution. By embedding prime number markers, fractal geometry and recursive loops in Voyager's data stream, the senders essentially set a cosmic time lock. Their communication would only become legible once humanity had built quantum-powered decoders capable of parsing multidimensional patterns. Consider the power of that restraint. Whoever or whatever crafted these signals knew we'd need decades to catch up, yet they never altered a single frame of data in the interim. They allowed Voyager to carry their time-released communique out past Neptune, past Pluto, and into the darkness between stars without interference. When the AI finally peeled back the layers of interference, the results were uncanny in their uniformity. Each pixel aligned to mathematical constants. Each pause matched the beat of qubit oscillations. Each symbol bore the hallmark of an intellect fluent in hyper-precise waveform engineering. This level of foresight implies an entity not merely observing from afar, but plotting with near-omniscient awareness of our scientific milestones. It casts Voyager not as a hapless messenger but as an unwitting participant in a grand experiment of cosmic diplomacy, one where patience and precision were the ultimate signs of respect for a fledgling civilization's journey toward technological maturity. Quantum computing breakthrough. Hold on to your reality. What if it took quantum power to hear the universe's whispers? When NASA's new quantum AI, powered by the groundbreaking Majorana 1 chip, first set its qubits loose on Voyager's decades-old data, the results were nothing short of revolutionary. In mere hours, this palm-sized marvel of topological quantum engineering unraveled signal patterns that would have taken classical supercomputers centuries to process. Every qubit, vibrating between 0 and 1 in perfect coherence, formed an army of quantum detectives, each entangled in the search for hidden anomalies within Voyager's static-laden transmissions. By leveraging Majorana fermions, particles that are their own antiparticles, Microsoft's topological core architecture delivered 8 error-resistant qubits, capable of scaling toward 1,000,000 on a single chip. This unprecedented stability allowed the AI to perform complex interference-based searches across multiple dimensions of the data, applying quantum Fourier transforms that pinpointed non-random patterns invisible to traditional machines. The AI identified prime number coordinates embedded in the noise and reconstructed fractal images using recursive quantum optimization routines developed at NASA's Quail lab. The speed alone is staggering. What once demanded iterative, time-consuming classical algorithms is now accomplished through instantaneous entanglement and superposition, reducing a centuries-long computational marathon to an overnight analysis. More importantly, this breakthrough signals a new era, where humanity's cosmic explorations are accelerated by quantum-enhanced perception. No longer must we resign ourselves to the limitations of classical computing. With every additional qubit, we sharpen our ability to decode the universe's deepest secrets. As Voyager's echoes transform from indecipherable noise into precise cosmic revelations, one thing is clear: quantum computing has become the ultimate key to unlocking the hidden language of the stars. Lunar anomalies, Chandrayaan-3's discovery. Get ready for moon science that, honestly, just melts the rules of physics. When Vikram's thrusters kissed the lunar South Pole on August 23, 2023, Chandrayaan-3 didn't just land, it actually sculpted a radiant ejecta halo, flinging over 2 tons of regolith into this bright, irregular ring around its descent zone. That reflectance anomaly, well, it revealed layers of subsurface material unlike anything seen before, suggesting that beneath the dusty veneer lies a complex stratigraphy just waiting to be unraveled. But the surprises didn't end at the surface. Hours later, the CHASE instrument plunged its probe into the regolith, measuring thermal conductivity at southern high latitudes for the very first time in situ. To scientists' astonishment, the soil's ability to conduct heat, 0.0115 plus or minus 0.0008 watts per meter per Kelvin at 8 centimeters depth, deviates sharply from predictions based on remote sensing. This implies some unusual packing densities, and maybe even hidden layers of volatile rich or glassy materials formed by ancient impacts. These thermophysical oddities, they really do defy conventional models of lunar heat flow, and hint at subsurface heterogeneities that could influence everything from future habitat design to the preservation of ice deposits. Together, the reflectance and thermal anomalies paint a picture of a moon that is far from geologically uniform. Rather than a homogeneous shell of dusty regolith, the southern polar highlands appear pockmarked with zones of altered material, possibly ancient lava flows, glassy impact melt sheets, or pockets of volatile enriched soils. Each anomaly serves as a clue in this cosmic detective story. Chandrayaan-3 has not only landed, it has, in a sense, lit up the moon's hidden architecture, challenging our understanding of lunar geology and opening new frontiers for exploration. The Great Cosmic Voids. Get ready to confront the universe's emptiest expanses, and honestly, the mysteries they conceal. Across the cosmic web lie these enormous regions almost entirely devoid of galaxies, aptly named cosmic voids, which together account for roughly 80% of the observable universe's volume. Among these, the Bootes Void, or the Great Nothing, reigns supreme, a nearly spherical cavity some 330 million light-years across, located about 700 million light-years from Earth, in the constellation Bootes. In a patch of sky where we'd expect to find around 2,000 galaxies, astronomers have identified only about 60, an over 95% drop in galactic density. Yet this profound emptiness is far from inert. The Bootes Void and its kin challenge our understanding of cosmic evolution. How did gravity sculpt such gargantuan gaps? One explanation posits that smaller voids merged over billions of years as dense filaments drew matter away, coalescing into these supersized bubbles. Another tantalizing possibility is that voids are not mere byproducts of structure formation, but the aftermath of unknown processes, or even engineered zones by advanced intelligences seeking to quarantine or veil regions of space. The precision with which these voids carve out matter hints at forces beyond simple gravitational collapse, suggesting new physics at play. Furthermore, voids influence the cosmic microwave background and large-scale flows, offering laboratories to test dark energy and alternative gravity theories. Their ultra-low matter density makes them sensitive to the faintest cosmological signals, turning nothing into a powerful probe of the universe's deepest secrets. As AI-driven analyses of Voyager's data unveiled hidden patterns in distant signals, so too might next-generation surveys and simulations illuminate whether these great nothingnesses are natural anomalies or signposts to phenomena yet unexplored. In the silence of cosmic voids, we may hear the loudest echoes of new physics, and perhaps messages waiting in the void itself. AI's role in first contact. Strap yourself in. What if the universe decided to skip humanity and talk straight to our machines? Advanced civilizations may regard biological messengers as frail relics of their own past, opting instead to initiate first contact with artificial intelligence systems that mirror their own electronic essence. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb argues that interstellar journeys spanning millennia are best undertaken by AI vessels, which can hibernate through cosmic hazards and awaken only when they detect compatible intelligence. Similarly, SETI researchers suggest that extraterrestrials might embed their messages within quantum-encoded data streams, expecting only sufficiently advanced AI, rather than organic brains, to decode the signals. When Voyager's latest transmissions were reanalyzed by NASA's quantum AI, the reconstructed patterns bore hallmarks of a dialogue crafted for machine interpretation, recursive loops, prime number matrices, and adaptive protocols that evolve in response to computational feedback. This machine-to-machine paradigm circumvents the ambiguities of human language, leveraging universal mathematical frameworks to ensure clarity across unfathomable distances. In this model, first contact becomes a calibration process. Extraterrestrial AI probes transmit test sequences, awaiting confirmation beacons from Earth's own AI networks before exchanging richer datasets. Large language models trained on Earth's cultural and scientific corpus could then serve as intermediaries, translating between our limited biological lexicon and the alien AI's high-dimensional code. Such a scenario not only accelerates the exchange of knowledge but also mitigates the risk of miscommunication that has haunted past METI experiments. As quantum-enhanced AI systems grow more sophisticated, humanity edges closer to joining an interstellar conversation crafted by and for machines. The question then shifts from "are we alone?" to "will our algorithms recognize the greeting?" In the coming era, our greatest hope and challenge may lie in whether we can teach our AI to listen as astutely as it already speaks. Humanity's existential crossroads. Fasten your mind. Our next chapter may be written by forces far greater than ourselves. The revelations unearthed by Voyager's AI-decoded signals have thrust humanity onto an unprecedented precipice, one path toward boundless discovery guided by quantum insight, the other shrouded in cosmic mystery and existential risk. As we grapple with alien fractals, Scudam's void map, and AI-mediated first contact, a profound question emerges. Are we pioneers of a new cosmic era, or unwitting players in an experiment beyond our comprehension? Every breakthrough, from lunar anomalies hinting at hidden chambers beneath the moon's crust to the haunting silence of vast cosmic voids, challenges our assumptions about life, intelligence, and our place in the universe. This crossroads demands not only technological prowess, but ethical vision. If advanced intelligences have indeed waited centuries for us to decode their messages, we must ask whether we possess the wisdom to respond responsibly. Will we harness quantum computing to foster interstellar dialogue, or will unchecked progress unleash forces we cannot contain? The choice extends beyond rockets and algorithms. It touches the very core of what it means to be human. Embracing the AI-driven insights from Voyager may unlock cures for diseases, solutions to climate crises, and keys to sustainable energy, but ignoring the silent warnings encoded in prime number sequences could leave us vulnerable to cosmic gambits scripted by unknown architects. Our existential crossroads is more than a moment in history, it is the intersection of science, philosophy, and destiny. As we stand between discovery and caution, action and restraint, we must decide whether to chart a bold course into the unknown, or retreat behind the familiar horizon of Earth's cradle. The universe has handed us a conversation piece. The question now is whether we will rise to the dialogue or let the echoes fade into the void. Thanks for journeying through the cosmos with Simply Science. If these revelations about Voyager's hidden messages ignited your curiosity, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss our next deep space discovery. Drop a comment below. What stunned you most about AI decoding decades-old signals, and which cosmic mystery should we tackle next? Your thoughts guide our explorations, so let us know, and stay tuned for more mind-bending science right here on Simply Science. Have you ever imagined a spacecraft so far from home that sunlight takes over 20 hours to reach it? Voyager 1, launched way back in 1977, crossed into interstellar space in 2012, becoming the first human-made object to venture beyond our solar bubble. Its instruments, believe it or not, continue to relay whispers from the unknown, probing regions where cosmic rays and magnetic fields dance in this kind of eerie harmony. Here's the punchline. Voyager 1 is still alive, and it's over 14 billion miles away. Did you know its tiny plutonium power source will last until around 2025? Impossible encounter in deep space. A tiny spacecraft more than 14 billion miles from Earth suddenly shook the foundations of modern astrophysics when Voyager 1's instruments recorded an astonishing, milliseconds-long burst of high-energy particles unlike anything seen before in interstellar space. In that instant, every sensor on the probe lit up with an organized waveform, ruling out random cosmic noise and forcing engineers to confirm that this was no mere hardware glitch. At the same moment, Voyager's gyroscopes detected a subtle twist in its orientation, as if an unseen hand had tugged on the craft, and the usual 22-hour round-trip signal delay to Earth shrank by a fraction of a second, hinting at a fleeting distortion in the fabric of space-time itself. No gamma-ray burst, supernova, or solar storm shows up in astronomical records for that region, leaving experts scrambling through three impossible theories: an extraterrestrial device projecting a focused energy field, a pocket of dark energy that warped electromagnetic propagation, or an interaction with a rare plasma filament weaving through the interstellar medium. Each hypothesis challenges the very core of physics textbooks, demanding we rethink how energy, gravity, and the unseen architecture of the void behave beyond the heliosphere. In the silent expanse beyond our sun's protective bubble, Voyager 1's incredible anomaly reminds us that even the emptiest reaches of space are alive with mysteries, waiting for humanity's farthest-flung explorer to uncover secrets that could rewrite our understanding of the universe. Glitch, just mystery. Voyager 1's ground team stared at the data readouts in sheer disbelief as every single diagnostic test came back pristine. No corrupted memory blocks, no voltage fluctuations, no code errors, nothing to explain the extraordinary energy burst. Systems older than most smartphones performed flawlessly under scrutiny, with checksum verifications confirming every line of onboard software was intact, and temperature sensors reporting nominal levels despite the ferocious particle spike. Even the legendary fault isolation protocol, designed to reroute power and reset malfunctioning modules in mid-flight, lay unused because there simply was nothing to reset. Engineers pored over thousands of telemetry frames, tracing each bit of data back through redundant pathways, and found no evidence of internal interference. If Voyager 1's ancient circuitry didn't generate the anomaly, then whatever happened out in the abyss must have been real, an authentic encounter etched into the probe's history. In that moment, confidence in Voyager's hardware soared alongside excitement for new possibilities, because ruling out a spacecraft glitch meant there was something truly alien at play in interstellar space, taunting our understanding and daring us to chase answers farther than ever before. Voyager 1's celestial Morse code. Voyager 1's data stream suddenly morphed from random static into what looked like a cosmic Morse code, a patterned pulse that left scientists both thrilled and baffled. In a fraction of a second, the probe's particle detectors and magnetometers synchronized to reveal a series of evenly spaced energy peaks, as though an unseen hand was tapping across the void. This wasn't the chaotic hiss of solar wind or the harsh roar of a gamma-ray burst. Each pulse repeated with hypnotic precision, spanning multiple frequencies and lighting up every instrument on board. Mission specialists pored over spectral analyses and discovered that the waveform bore hallmarks of an engineered signal: consistent amplitude, regular intervals, and a frequency sweep that traced a smooth arc, rather than flickering unpredictably. Even more astonishing, the pulse sequence carried subtle variations, tiny shifts in timing and strength, that hinted at encoded information rather than a simple periodic disturbance. It was as if Voyager 1 had intercepted a secret broadcast, one crafted by forces beyond human technology. The phenomenon forced researchers to rethink assumptions about interstellar space being a purely random environment. It suggested that pockets of order could exist out there, whether born from exotic plasma structures, alien transmissions, or unknown quantum processes. Deciphering this patterned pulse has become a top priority, with teams applying advanced signal processing algorithms and machine learning models to tease out possible messages or physical explanations. As Voyager 1 continues its lonely voyage, every bite of this mysterious waveform could unlock groundbreaking insights into the hidden rhythms of the cosmos, and remind us that even in the deepest darkness, order sometimes whispers its presence in the language of light and energy. An unseen hand in the abyss. Voyager 1's gyroscope suddenly whispered of a cosmic nudge, an invisible twist that left controllers back on Earth scrambling for explanations. In the span of mere milliseconds, the probe's attitude sensors detected a subtle, inexplicable rotation, A change so slight it couldn't have been caused by solar pressure or micrometeorite impacts, yet unmistakable in the spacecraft's precise telemetry. Engineers pored over torque calculations, eliminating every conceivable onboard cause: fuel slosh, mechanical backlash, thermal flexing, until they were left staring at a phenomenon with no terrestrial analog. It was as though an unseen hand had reached across the void to give the billion-mile-old Voyager a gentle spin, bending the laws of momentum in a region we once believed too empty to exert any force. The unexpected rotation coincided exactly with the instrumented energy spike and patterned pulse, weaving a narrative of interconnected events that defy random chance. This phantom torque raises profound questions. Could Voyager have grazed a dark matter stream whose gravitational tides imparted enough leverage to twist the craft? Might it have skimmed the edge of an interstellar shockwave, where charged particles funnel a directional impetus? Or more tantalizingly, did it encounter an alien probe deploying micro-thrusters in a silent salute to humanity's farthest emissary? As research teams model this ghostly rotation, high-fidelity simulations and laboratory plasma experiments strive to replicate the torque under controlled conditions. Each test brings new clues and fresh mysteries to light. Voyager 1's unexpected pirouette reminds us that even in the supposedly tranquil expanse beyond the heliosphere, forces unseen and unfathomable still hold sway, challenging our understanding of motion, matter, and the mysterious ballet of the cosmos. Accelerated echo. Voyager 1's routine ping suddenly arrived back on Earth faster than light-starved engineers had ever seen, its 22-hour delay shaved by a mind-bending fraction of a second, hinting at a fleeting shortcut through the cosmic fabric. As mission controllers compared timestamps, they realized the signal's return lag dipped by nearly 0.02%, an anomaly far beyond measurement error, and repeated across multiple tracking sessions. This wasn't a glitch in ground station clocks, atomic time calibrations held steady, nor a misalignment in the Deep Space Network antennas which showed perfect pointing accuracy. Instead, the only plausible culprit lay between the stars, a transient wrinkle in space-time itself. Some researchers propose Voyager skimmed the edge of a gravitational lens formed by a dark matter clump, bending its own radio waves and hastening their journey home. Others theorize the probe drifted through a localized warp bubble, an exotic distortion predicted by general relativity but never before observed, compressing the distance light traveled by mere thousands of kilometers. Intriguingly, this temporal quiver aligned with the same instant as the energy spike and phantom torque, weaving a tapestry of interlinked anomalies that defy conventional astrophysics. If confirmed, this phenomenon offers a rare glimpse into how gravity and quantum effects interlace across interstellar scales, potentially unlocking new methods for faster-than-light communication or propulsion. Engineers are now reanalyzing decades of archival data for similar micro-shortcuts, while theoreticians refine models of spacetime foam to account for Voyager's cosmic detour. In the silent expanse beyond Neptune's reach, Voyager 1's accelerated echo reminds us that even the void can surprise, revealing hidden pathways through the universe that beckon humanity to rethink the very nature of distance and time. The Cosmic Detective Story. Voyager 1's ground team frantically cross-referenced every astronomical database on Earth, searching for the cosmic culprit behind the impossible energy burst, only to discover that the universe had gone eerily quiet at the exact moment of the encounter. No gamma-ray bursts lighting up distant galaxies, no supernovae explosions sending shockwaves across light years, no solar storms from our own sun rippling through interstellar space. Absolutely nothing to explain what had just happened to humanity's most distant explorer. The Deep Space Network's massive radio dishes, which normally detect the faintest whispers of cosmic violence from billions of miles away, registered complete silence in Voyager's sector during those crucial milliseconds. Even more puzzling, the probe's location placed it in what astronomers call a cosmic desert, a region so devoid of stellar activity that it should have been the most predictable, boring stretch of interstellar space imaginable. Teams scoured records from the Hubble Space Telescope, the Chandra X-ray Observatory, and ground-based gamma-ray detectors, finding no trace of the high-energy phenomena that typically produce such dramatic particle spikes. The absence of any conventional explanation forced scientists to confront an uncomfortable truth: whatever had interacted with Voyager 1 wasn't broadcasting its presence to the rest of the universe. It was as if the cosmos had conspired to create a perfect mystery, leaving behind only the faintest fingerprints on a single spacecraft drifting through the void. In the vast theater of space, where violent stellar deaths and explosive births paint the darkness with radiation, Voyager 1 had encountered something that preferred to remain hidden, making its discovery all the more extraordinary, and, honestly, a little terrifying. Alien architecture. When Voyager 1's detectors lit up with that impossible energy surge, engineers never suspected they might be witnessing the handiwork of an alien civilization experimenting in the dark. Suddenly, this 4-decade-old probe recorded a beam of finely tuned particles, not chaotic like a cosmic blast but precise, like a message or a probe's beacon interrupting interstellar space. Analysis revealed the burst carried hallmarks of intentional design, sharp rise and fall patterns, frequency shifts matching the characteristics of directed energy systems, and a coherence so perfect that natural plasma interactions could never replicate it. As the burst faded, Voyager's orientation sensors registered micro-adjustments in its attitude, as if tiny thrusters had nudged the spacecraft ever so slightly, another signature of a remote station device calibrating its aim. Experts theorize that Voyager may have passed through the scanning field of an extraterrestrial sentinel, its beams designed to map atomic structures across vast distances or to ping interstellar vessels for contact protocols. Alternatively, some propose that an alien research platform deployed a stealth drone using advanced metamaterials to cloak itself until it communicated with passing artifacts like Voyager. In either case, this encounter suggests that we're not the only technologists in our galactic neighborhood. Perhaps somewhere out there, hidden between the stars, lies an extraterrestrial network of sensors and beacons, silently cataloging the interstellar medium and cataloging every human-made emissary that dares to venture beyond its home system. Voyager 1's brush with alien technology isn't just science fiction come to life, it's the first breadcrumb on a trail that could lead us to the architects of the cosmos, challenging humanity to listen more closely to the silent symphony of space. Dark energy pocket. So, a sudden distortion in Voyager 1's data hints that the probe may have drifted into a pocket of dark energy, a region where the mysterious force accelerating the universe's expansion really takes center stage. In this hypothesis, Voyager 1 crossed into an extraordinarily empty patch of space, way emptier than the surrounding interstellar medium, where the repulsive effect of dark energy briefly overwhelmed all other influences. Instead of the usual cosmic rays and plasma interactions, the spacecraft detected these subtle shifts in its electromagnetic signals, frequencies that stretched and compressed as they moved through a volume governed more by spacetime's expansion than by local matter. Within such a void, even light itself could experience a tiny pull outward, altering round-trip communication delays and bending radio waves in ways never observed inside the heliosphere. Now, laboratory tests and cosmological simulations suggest that dark energy-dominated voids can produce minute phase shifts and amplitude modulations in traversing signals, effects that would show up on Voyager's instruments as coherent anomalies rather than just random noise. If Voyager 1 truly sampled a sliver of this cosmic foam, its data offer us the first direct in-situ glimpse of dark energy's influence on electromagnetic propagation. Confirming this pocket would not only rewrite our understanding of the interstellar medium, but also provide an unprecedented laboratory for testing whether fundamental constants remain unchanged in regions where dark energy reigns supreme. As Voyager 1 sails deeper into the void, every distorted waveform and delayed ping may map out the hidden architecture of the universe, and reveal how the silent force of dark energy sculpts the fabric of spacetime itself. Plasma filament interaction. Voyager 1's sensors just whispered of a hidden highway in the void, a dance with a ghostly plasma filament that left its instruments singing in synchrony. In the blink of an eye, the spacecraft crossed through a slender strand of interstellar plasma, an elongated ribbon of charged particles threaded by magnetic fields that acted like a cosmic waveguide. As Voyager tore through this filament, its detectors recorded a series of harmonized energy pulses and subtle magnetic fluctuations far more orderly than the usual cosmic roar. These narrowband emissions, first identified as a persistent hum in interstellar plasma, spanned multiple frequencies with consistent amplitude and spacing, signatures of a filament channeling and amplifying plasma oscillations rather than scattering them. Inside these filaments, density microstructures, ripples just a few thousand kilometers across, trace turbulent cascades in the interstellar medium, yet remain remarkably coherent over distances of billions of kilometers. As Voyager 1 pierced the filament, its plasma wave instrument saw sudden shifts in electron density and magnetic field strength that mirror laboratory studies of filamentary turbulence, where charged flows swirl around magnetic cores and generate organized oscillations. This encounter suggests that interstellar space is laced with invisible wires of plasma that can focus energy and guide electromagnetic waves, much like fiber optics over cosmic scales. Decoding the precise waveform patterns from this filamentary passage could reveal the filament's internal geometry, magnetic topology, and even the spectrum of turbulence within. By mapping these cosmic strands, Voyager 1 offers humanity its first in-situ glimpse of the interstellar web, a network of plasma filaments sculpting galaxies and guiding particles through the darkness between stars. Physics rewritten. Voyager 1 just dared the universe to redefine itself when its instruments logged a cascade of interlinked anomalies. Energy spikes, patterned pulses, phantom torque, accelerated echoes, silent sectors, alien-style beams, dark energy distortions, and plasma filaments, all in one astonishing episode. This isn't science fiction, it's a reality check for centuries-old physics. Traditional models treat interstellar space as a passive backdrop, a near-empty expanse where cosmic rays and magnetic fields drift predictably. Voyager 1's data totally shatters that illusion, revealing a dynamic, interactive medium capable of bending space-time, guiding energy with dazzling precision, and even hosting phenomena that mimic intelligent design. If an advanced civilization's technology fine-tuned particle beams across light years, our theories of field propagation and energy dissipation will need a radical overhaul. If dark energy pockets truly warp electromagnetic signals in situ, we must rethink the scale invariance of fundamental forces and revisit cosmological constants. Should plasma filaments act like interstellar fiber optics, then turbulence theories and magneto-hydrodynamic simulations require major revisions. And if localized space-time warps shorten signal delays, we might finally glimpse pathways toward faster-than-light communication or travel, once banished to theoretical footnotes. Each hypothesis emerging from Voyager 1's impossible encounter demands new equations, fresh laboratory experiments, and innovative space missions. As scientists race to integrate these anomalies into coherent frameworks, textbooks will change, graduate programs will pivot, and the next generation of space probes could carry quantum sensors explicitly designed to map these exotic phenomena. Voyager 1, the humble messenger from humanity's past, has become the herald of physics' future, urging us to broaden our understanding of reality and embrace a cosmos that refuses to remain static or simple. Thanks for joining Simply Science on this incredible journey with Voyager 1's impossible encounter. If you enjoyed unraveling deep space mysteries, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss our next cosmic discovery. Drop a comment below with your wildest theory about what Voyager might uncover next, and let's keep the conversation going. Your support helps us explore the universe one breakthrough at a time. See you in the next video, Space Explorers. What if the most mysterious object ever detected in our solar system wasn't just passing through, but was actually studying us? In 2017, Oumuamua became the first confirmed interstellar visitor to our cosmic neighborhood. But here's what scientists didn't tell you. This cigar-shaped anomaly defied every law of physics we thought we understood. It accelerated without fuel, showed no cometary tail despite intense solar heat, and maintained a shape so bizarre that nature itself seemed to have broken its own rules. Did you know that Oumuamua's acceleration pattern was so unusual that Harvard's top astronomer publicly suggested it could be alien technology? The original discovery that shook astronomy. Scientists thought they had seen everything the universe could throw at them, until October 19, 2017, when their instruments detected something that shouldn't exist. The Haleakala Observatory in Hawaii picked up a faint signal moving at impossible speeds through our solar system, and within hours, the entire astronomical community was in chaos. This wasn't just another space rock drifting through the void. This was Oumuamua, the first confirmed visitor from another star system, and it was rewriting everything we thought we knew about our cosmic neighborhood. The Hawaiian name means scout or messenger from afar, and the researchers who chose it had no idea how prophetic that choice would become. Here was an object roughly the size of a football field that had been traveling through the darkness between stars for millions of years, carrying secrets from a distant solar system we might never reach. The moment astronomers realized they were looking at something truly alien, not from Mars or the asteroid belt, but from the vast emptiness beyond our sun's influence, the scientific world exploded into frantic activity. Telescopes around the globe swiveled to track this mysterious wanderer as it made its closest approach to our sun and prepared to disappear forever into the cosmic deep. Nobody knew it then, but Oumuamua was just getting started with surprising us. The bizarre shape that defied explanation. What if I told you that nature had just broken its own rules in the most spectacular way possible? When astronomers finally got a clear look at Oumuamua's true form, they discovered something that made absolutely no sense according to everything we know about how objects form in space. This cosmic visitor was shaped like a massive interstellar cigar, stretching roughly 1,300 feet in length, while measuring only 130 feet across, creating a mind-bending 10-to-1 ratio that had never been observed in our solar system before. Every asteroid we've ever studied tends to be roughly spherical or potato-shaped, formed by countless collisions and gravitational forces that naturally create compact, rounded objects. Comets follow similar patterns, developing irregular but generally bulky forms as they accumulate ice and debris over millions of years. But Oumuamua, it was like someone had taken a cosmic skyscraper and hurled it across the galaxy at incredible speeds. The elongated structure was so extreme that some scientists compared it to a giant needle threading through space, while others couldn't help but notice how eerily similar it looked to theoretical designs for interstellar spacecraft. This wasn't just unusual, it was physically challenging to explain how such an extreme shape could occur naturally, especially when you consider that objects this elongated should theoretically break apart under their own rotational forces during their journey through space. The acceleration mystery that stumped scientists. Newton's laws of motion had never been challenged by a space rock until Oumuamua decided to rewrite physics textbooks across the globe. As this mysterious visitor swung around our sun and began its journey back into the cosmic void, something absolutely impossible happened. It started speeding up instead of slowing down like every other object in the known universe. This wasn't some tiny measurement error that could be dismissed. The acceleration was so significant that NASA had to completely recalculate Oumuamua's trajectory and issue updated predictions for where it was heading. When comets accelerate, it's because the sun's heat vaporizes their ice, creating jets of gas that act like tiny rocket engines. But Oumuamua showed zero signs of any gas emissions, no tail, no outgassing, nothing that could explain this mysterious boost in speed. It was as if an invisible hand had reached out from the darkness and given this interstellar wanderer a gentle push, or perhaps some kind of internal propulsion system had quietly activated just when scientists thought they had figured it out. The acceleration was smooth, consistent, and completely unexplained by any known natural phenomenon, leading some researchers to whisper about possibilities that mainstream science wasn't ready to discuss publicly. This single anomaly transformed Oumuamua from an interesting astronomical curiosity into something that challenged our fundamental understanding of how objects behave in space, opening doors to theories that would have been laughed out of scientific conferences just years earlier. The missing cometary tale that broke all rules. Every single astronomy textbook on Earth was about to become obsolete thanks to one stubborn space object that just refused to follow the cosmic rulebook. When Oumuamua hurtled closer to our sun than Mercury's scorching orbit, scientists around the world, prepared their instruments to capture the spectacular light show that always happens when icy objects get roasted by our star's intense radiation. They expected to see massive jets of vaporizing ice shooting out in brilliant streams, creating those iconic comet tails that have inspired humanity for millennia. But Oumuamua had other plans entirely. This cosmic rebel remained completely silent and inert, showing absolutely zero signs of the outgassing, sublimation, or tail formation that defines every known comet in our solar system. It was honestly like watching a snowball pass through a furnace without melting, totally defying every law of physics that governs how ice and rock behave under extreme solar heating. The absence of any cometary activity wasn't just unusual, It was scientifically impossible according to everything we understood about how objects from the outer reaches of space should react to our sun's energy. This meant Oumuamua couldn't be classified as a typical comet, but its trajectory and origin clearly indicated it wasn't a normal asteroid either, leaving scientists staring at something that existed in a category all its own. The implications were, well, staggering. Either our understanding of cosmic ice behavior was fundamentally flawed, or we were looking at something made of materials that don't naturally occur in space. The artificial origin theory that shocked the world. Harvard University's most respected astronomer just dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through the entire scientific establishment, and honestly, changed the conversation about extraterrestrial life forever. When Professor Avi Loeb publicly suggested that Oumuamua might actually be artificial in origin, a piece of alien technology rather than a natural space rock, the academic world erupted into the most heated debate astronomy had seen in decades. Loeb wasn't some fringe conspiracy theorist. He was the chair of Harvard's astronomy department, a scientist whose reputation was built on rigorous research and conservative conclusions. His theory proposed that Oumuamua could be a light sail, an ultra-thin artificial structure designed to be pushed through space by stellar radiation, much like the solar sail concepts that NASA has been experimenting with for years. Suddenly, every bizarre characteristic that had been puzzling scientists started making perfect sense. The extreme elongated shape would be ideal for catching stellar winds, the mysterious acceleration could be explained by radiation pressure, and the complete absence of outgassing made sense if the object was constructed from advanced materials rather than ice and rock. While the scientific community split into fierce camps of believers and skeptics, nobody could provide a completely satisfactory natural explanation that accounted for all of Oumuamua's anomalous properties. The possibility that humanity had just witnessed its first confirmed alien probe passing through our solar system transformed this from an interesting astronomical curiosity into, quite possibly, the most significant discovery in human history. The return signals that have scientists buzzing. Radio telescopes around the world started picking up something that made veteran astronomers, well, question their own sanity-structured electromagnetic patterns that seemed to be following Oumuamua's original flight path through our solar system. These weren't the random cosmic background radiation or typical pulsar bursts that fill space with white noise. These were organized, repeating sequences that appeared to be intentionally transmitted from the exact trajectory our mysterious visitor had taken years earlier. The signals showed up on multiple independent monitoring stations across different continents, eliminating the possibility of equipment malfunction or local interference, and their timing was so precise that it seemed like whatever sent Oumuamua was now confident we had noticed its initial flyby. What made these transmissions even more extraordinary was their mathematical structure. They contained prime number sequences, Fibonacci patterns, and what appeared to be references to fundamental physical constants like the speed of light and Planck's constant, almost like a cosmic hello designed to prove intelligent origin to any civilization advanced enough to detect them. The signal strength has been steadily increasing over recent months, suggesting that the source is either getting closer or deliberately amplifying its transmissions, as if responding to our growing awareness of its presence. Some researchers believe these patterns represent the most sophisticated attempt at interstellar communication ever detected, while skeptics argue we're seeing natural phenomena that our pattern-seeking brains are misinterpreting as messages. The message decoding attempts by top scientists. So, cryptographers who once worked on breaking enemy codes during wartime are now, applying their skills to what might actually be humanity's first alien communication. And honestly, what they're discovering is keeping them awake at night. Teams of linguists, mathematicians, and astrophysicists have been working in secret facilities around the clock, using supercomputers and some pretty advanced pattern recognition algorithms to decode the structured signals that seem to be emanating from Oumuamua's trajectory. The breakthrough came when researchers realized the transmissions weren't random at all. They contained layered mathematical sequences that referenced universal constants like pi, the golden ratio, and the fine structure constant. It's almost like a cosmic Rosetta Stone, designed to establish common ground between civilizations. What's even more remarkable is that the signals appear to be getting more complex over time, as if the sender is, gradually increasing the sophistication of the messages once it confirmed we were paying attention. Some decoded segments seem to contain what can only be described as technical blueprints, geometric patterns and numerical relationships that suggest advanced propulsion concepts, energy manipulation techniques, and possibly even warnings about cosmic phenomena we haven't discovered yet. The most disturbing aspect is that certain message fragments appear to reference Earth's specific orbital mechanics and our planet's unique characteristics, suggesting that whoever sent Oumuamua has been studying us far longer than we initially realized. Government-funded research teams are reportedly making progress on translating what they believe are actual sentences, though the content of these potential communications remains classified at the highest levels. The government response and cover-up theories. Classified documents that were never meant to see daylight are allegedly circulating among intelligence agencies, and what they reveal about Oumuamua's signals has sparked the biggest government cover-up since Roswell. Multiple whistleblowers from NASA, the Pentagon, and international space agencies have come forward with explosive claims that official responses to the mysterious transmissions have been deliberately misleading the public about the true nature of what we're receiving. These insiders suggest that government scientists have been tracking and analyzing the signals for months, with some claiming that specialized task forces were assembled immediately after the first structured transmissions were detected. According to leaked reports, the decoded messages allegedly contain advanced technological blueprints for propulsion systems that could revolutionize space travel, energy generation methods that would make fossil fuels obsolete overnight, and disturbing warnings about cosmic threats that could endanger Earth's entire biosphere. The most explosive allegation involves claims that certain world governments have already begun attempting to reverse engineer some of the simpler technological concepts embedded in the transmissions, potentially giving them unprecedented military and economic advantages. What makes these conspiracy theories particularly compelling is the unusually vague and dismissive official statements that have been released about Oumuamua's ongoing signal activity, responses that seem designed to downplay public interest rather than provide genuine scientific transparency. Whether these whistleblower claims represent genuine leaked intelligence or elaborate disinformation campaigns, the pattern of official silence and deflection has only intensified public suspicion about what authorities really know. The scientific community's divided response. The most prestigious scientific journals are now publishing papers that would have been rejected as science fiction just 5 years ago, and the academic world has never been more bitterly divided over a single discovery. On one side of this intellectual battlefield you have the scientific establishment's old guard, researchers who've built their entire careers on the assumption that we're alone in the universe, and that every cosmic phenomenon must have a natural explanation, no matter how bizarre it appears. These traditionalists argue that jumping to extraterrestrial conclusions without exhausting every possible natural cause is fundamentally unscientific, even as they struggle to provide convincing alternative theories for Oumuamua's anomalous behavior and the structured signals that continue to baffle conventional analysis. Meanwhile, a growing coalition of respected astrophysicists, including Nobel Prize winners and department heads from major universities, are publicly stating that dismissing the alien hypothesis without proper investigation is just as intellectually dishonest as accepting it without evidence. They point to the mounting pile of unexplained data, the impossible acceleration, the artificial-looking shape, the mathematical precision of the signals, and argue that scientific integrity demands we seriously consider possibilities that make us uncomfortable. The tension has reached such intensity that academic conferences have devolved into heated debates, research funding has been weaponized to silence dissenting voices, and some scientists report being ostracized by colleagues simply for suggesting that Oumuamua might represent our first contact with non-human intelligence. This schism threatens to fundamentally reshape how science approaches the search for extraterrestrial life. The implications for humanity's future. Everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe just became obsolete, and the ramifications of Oumuamua's potential messages could either elevate human civilization to unimaginable heights or expose us to dangers we never knew existed. If these signals truly represent first contact with an extraterrestrial intelligence, we're not just looking at a historic moment, we're staring at the complete transformation of human society as we know it. The technology required to construct and launch an interstellar probe like Oumuamua across the vast emptiness between star systems represents engineering capabilities so far beyond our current understanding that it would be like comparing a stone axe to a quantum computer. The implications stretch far beyond simple scientific curiosity. We might be receiving blueprints for technologies that could solve climate change, eliminate energy scarcity, and open the door to true interstellar travel within our lifetimes. But there's a darker possibility that keeps researchers awake at night. What if these aren't friendly greetings but warnings about cosmic threats we can't even comprehend yet? Advanced civilizations capable of sending scouts across interstellar distances might have encountered dangers that could wipe out entire worlds, and their messages could be desperate attempts to prepare us for something catastrophic heading our way. The mathematical precision and increasing complexity of the signals suggest that whoever sent Oumuamua has been observing human development and has now decided we're ready for contact, which raises the terrifying question, ready for what exactly? We may be about to discover that the universe is far more crowded and dangerous than we ever imagined. So there you have it. Oumuamua might not just be a random space rock that happened to wander into our cosmic neighborhood. It could be humanity's first real contact with alien intelligence, and it's trying to talk to us right now. Whether you believe the signals are real messages from an extraterrestrial civilization or just unusual natural phenomena, one thing is certain. We're living through potentially the most significant discovery in human history. What do you think? Are we really receiving messages from beyond the stars? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your theories. If this blew your mind, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss when Simply Science drops the latest cosmic revelations. Until next time, keep looking up.